Hello and welcome to 19 July in the year of the 2025. I guess that's what it is. That's what the calendar says to me this morning. Let me double check the chat. Hello, one. Hello, trouble. It's not time for snackies yet. It's not time for snackies, but you can come. Here, come help me check the chat. Let's make sure chat works. Oh, let's. Picado destructo. No catastrophes quite yet. It's too early in the show for such. Alright, let's see here. Do you work? Where's my mouse? There we go. Welcome. Come to the circus. Chat works one place. Chat works two places. There we go. Ooh, this is... I'm just gonna engage that needle because any errant moves and we were at risk of needle through cattail, and there's not been cat bloodshed during the show, just cats making me bleed. Oh, and it's not time for snacks yet. It's not time for snacks yet. It's time to welcome everyone in, as it is again in the local on a Saturday, and Saturdays are for art embroidery. And yes, I need to stand. Do I have a whole head? Oh no. Oh, I can stand and talk for a second. But where was I jammering? Warm up with some satin stitch practice, and then continue on with the embroidered chemise yoke for the chemise that we'll stitch up tomorrow, so we'll get a good chunk of that done. Alright, let me just words, no filler words, Phoenix. You know how to talk better. Warm up stitching. Work on our yoke, which is here. Oh, this is why I was standing, because it wasn't ready to be sitting down yet. And move your tail out from under my foot. Here we are with all of its mismatched colors and glorious beauty. Hey, Chunk. Hey, Loki. Hey, Loki. I see you back there. Okay, let's do some warm-up satin stitching. Let's just get seats piled in. The cats want me to open up the concession stand, but it's the weekend, so we have to wait at least 1 hour, and ideally at least 10 seats under the tent filled. I don't care which platforms, as long as they get filled. because I'm moving mistress, and that's what I say. I'm just gonna get the tension set with the first color that we're going to use. I'm going to use, and you're going to watch, is this beautiful pink tone. Let me move this platter. Oh, Stolz. Oh, hello. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Oh, we have a dove spotting. There was a dove spotted. Oh, punny we are. Punnier and punnier. So I'm just listening because the tension is completely off, and I'm not having stitches connect. And I can't sew if we don't make connections. So come join me on this misadventure through keeping the love of circus and heritage machines and crafts alive. We do sewing. I make bad jokes. We have a small animal act. And I jammer. Here's... Alright. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm supposed to slow way down, relax, we're going to sit up straight, which is aided by these 1790s transitional stays. 10 out of 10 stars, highly recommend. They're so great. My only thing is I am contemplating either taking in the dark just a smidgers or adding some more hooks and bars to tighten it up just a smidgers. Alright, just trying to find, I don't want it too tight, I don't want things too loose, I want it to be I'm Goldilocks, I need it just right, or the stitches don't connect and the machine, and I just sit here and grow. Here's the sound of stitches completing. So I hear that we're connecting like half every other stitch. And I can see the thread moving around. Oh, that's... Oh, Phoenix, you don't make... You pile on your stitches on top of each other if you forgot to advance the fabric. That's a thing. You can hear that the fabric is extra taut. We hear that drum tautness. Oh, don't tauten your fabric with the needle engaged. It will change the position of the needle, which means we might break it. Just travel a little bit because I didn't like that angle. Is that better? There we go. I'm a little tight in the... Hello, Allie! Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. I'm just doing my warm-up stitches in my pre-Jimmer Jammer because I had a special order come in yesterday. We frequently share our works in progress amongst the family, and I sent a picture of the yoke that I'm working on, and the mummers said, I want one of those as a necklace in red, black, and gold. And I was like, okay, challenge accepted. It was the first time I've done something, and just from the picture, she was like, I need that. So I am in the pre-planning phases for that. Well, no, a little bit more than pre-planning. I'm underway, slowly but surely. My stitches are not connecting. I can't even draw a straight line. What's going on? We're just going to drive in a big box until I find a pathway that sounds pleasing to me. Wow, we are crushing it today. Allie, you were told by a vet association a farmer plowing the other harvest turned over a shell. He picked it up, and as usual, and to move it to the edge of the field. Oh, turned over a shell. He picked it up as usual to move it to the edge of the field. Oh, there must be more to this story. Was there gold under there? Was it too heavy? Was it a dinosaur bone? I know you gotta keep those. Oh! No! You mean a armament shell. Now my brain is starting to click in. They pick up the shell twice a year, but this one was a bit different from the other they found in the last 30 years. Oh no, hopefully there was no explosions. Veterans Association. My words, 3-letter words that are shortened because vet trips me up from veterinarian and veteran, which both start the same. Okay. Is this more pointy boom boomy than the other ones? No. Now that I understand which is another one. When I see COD, I always think of who's making fried fish. World War I still active. Ooh, it was very old and still very boom boomy. Yikes. I do not think of Call of Duty first. I think I'm gonna go eat some fish fry. Okay. Big baby. Yeah, that was a little something different. A little older, a little... You have to review the manuals for those ones. But I'm guessing remembering how to deal with that kind is not always fresh in your brain cells. I should use this hand to show to the camera. Okay. Crazy. The mustard gas assault was still harming after 119 years. Seriously. The mustard gas assault was in 1916. Oh yeah, it's Amy. Oh. Yikes. Yikes, I say. That's a story you don't hear every day. Well, hopefully nobody got gassed. This spool, it's so funny how spools, the way they get wound, the way they're on the machine, you'd think they should just unspool, and they don't all the time. Ellie, you can still remember talking to the very few survivors of them. Yeah, that's hard to make it out the first time, and then to last a while afterwards. That's so many stories. So many interesting stories folks have. Okay, let's see if we've got them into alignments correct. The farmer did get gassed. Well, his stomach did. Oh. Would it be kind of funny if it was in a field of mustard leek greens? Welcome to the mustard green field. Thanks. I am not connecting stitches right today. Oh, but I'm locked up wondering what is happening. Those old fellows lived their entire lives after that in the vats of oil. They had no skin. Oh yeah, all that chemical burn and burnt skin thing burns like. That is from what I've heard, that is a special type of a painful hell that it. Yeah, that. Yikes. Different type of grit. tension is complete. I did not find the happy angle to get the thread off the spool today. I'll just keep rearranging it. That's why it helps to have. Like, I mean, even at words, I'm so. My skin is prickly and sympathetic pain, and my pink thread just doesn't know what it wants to do. The thread's figured itself out. It's just me who doesn't know what to do. Well, there are lots of mustard grown in that area, so yes. Okay. All those pretty yellow mustard flower seeds. One of the things I remember in my short stop in Germany was the fields of sunflowers, just as far as the eye could see on both sides of the road. It was just stunning. Travel and adventures. I guess we're always on an adventure. Wait, we're on a misadventure this morning, but I guess we'll get there. We'll figure out how to stitch. That's not enough. Ooh, I need to dust everything. All of the smoke and all the dust from the smoke, and there's carpet fibers and cats. Oh, alright. Okay. That's not enough. Sooner or later I'll get the retention on my top thread. I'll do some fun stitching. So, okay, where am I next? I told myself I have to finish my practice piece first because that yoke is coming along nicely, but I still don't feel very accomplished. I guess maybe that's the word. Skilled, mastered enough. Which is fine. Hopefully by the end of that, to this day there's still mustard fields and mustard and random ordinances. Wow, my brain did not want to come. I wanted to put a T. I don't know what my brain was trying to come up with. Not the right word. Yeah, always have to practice safe stitching and safe farming. Okay, but I have to stitch. What is too tight, too loose, too tight, too loose? I guess I'm between Goldilocks and the Princess and the Pea. Maybe it's because I'm not sitting up straight enough. Alright, we're almost making stitches. Well, we're making stitches. It's just the tension's off, and all I see is the bobbin thread. I guess. What else? Oh, maybe I'll also, once we get the tension figured out on this one, do a little practice swatch on an empty spot of the tulle. So if this thread is going to be this funny here, we're on a more stable ground than. That's fine, we've got time. I have chitter chattering to do with you all, and my brain needs to start talking out loud more the ideas for this necklace. I have picked out what I think I'm gonna do. So the idea, what is keying around in my brain thus far, a crocheted chain for the top and the bottom. There's one that I have tentatively picked out that is little flowers with a little space and a little flower. And I, at the moment, only have red. I don't have any gold or black. Crochet skinny cotton. I toyed around for a hot minute with thread, but I don't want it to be that delicate. So I think, but I also have a spool of tatting thread. Oh, Phoenix, we need food for thought, like maybe chocolate. I'll have you know, I had a little bowl of ice cream and chocolate chip and a chocolate chip cookie yesterday, and I may foresee more chocolate chip cookies and or ice cream in my future. Just not yet. Not yet, not yet. Oh, shit. Okay, no, I left the other one. So this one is what I've got pulled out. We'll just go through my brain. My hands are unhappy, so I've got this crochet cotton. It's kind of thick, but it's not terrible. And we have a selection of, is the 12? No, where's my tiny little number 13? I think this hook is going to be too small. No, we can't even see it. It's so little. Little itty bitty hook. Or maybe something a smidge bigger. I'll see. And I was thinking for the gold, this like blacky with gold. Hello! Oh, those aren't snacks. Those are beads. Those aren't snacks. Oh, you're come to steal the show from me. Oh. Do you have anything to say to your fans? Yeah, I really like this color because I know the gold with jet that like, and they are antique, like the Victorian Edwardian black jet with the gold and the red. So, I guess I could just pull up the, I'm thinking of maybe no, just open that page, go to here, go to this one, go to that. So this top one, it's got like a flower and a ring and a flower and a ring to do a continuous loop of that, but how I did for the yoke. So I can go from one end to the next end, or I could just do it too. I'll figure it out. But I was looking at that, so it looks like I need to, for that piece of it, make a boatload or like 30 Battenberg rings, and then you connect them in this, that, and the other thing. And on the little connector sections, so like, no, here, Phoenix, do you know how to show stuff on screen? It's easier if I screen shared, probably, but So in that little connector section, we might couch some of the black and gold tone beads. Hey, Jess! Welcome, welcome. Ooh, yes, Allie. Jet with that red would look nice. That's what exactly, that's kind of her style. Oh, Spanish red work is similar to that from the 1890s. Oh, those shawls are amazing. Yeah, so I've got some different golds. I was trying to see, we've got some matte blacks. I'll take this apart. There's just random. Actually, there's some pins in there too. So nothing's like fully flushed out yet. I'm just starting to like collect ideas, collect pieces for that. Will those beads even be big enough to use with the red crochet? I'm not going to string the beads on the crochet cotton. I'm thinking I'm going to string a long length of beads on beading thread, and then we'll couch them down probably at one of the last steps for the necklace, because I don't want all of that stuff like floating around to break needles. So that, or I'll do that by hand. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Oh, why are you, Ellie's laughing at us? Stop shaking the beads. It's messing with the kid. That's, yes. They were, that you, that's. I had that thought. I was like, oh, they think it's snacked. So I'm just going to gently move the sack of beads because we keep like teetering close, but we still get there. Oh God, do we? Somebody's grumping at me. Somebody's grumping that we don't have snacks. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, fine, we'll figure things out. Yeah. So I'm not going to shake the beads anymore. I've got another black but it's got more blue undertones, and I think with the more antique-y purpley, I think that one's going to be better. So, oh, I've got, oops, here I go again, shaking the beads. I've got some red beads. I was trying to look and see. I do have a strand of some rubies or garnets. Might be little ruby chips, but they're little stone chips, and not like me. There's going to be no skulls, no bones. This is just going to be pretty, and I'm like stressed out about it. Mostly because she's never. This is the first time that I've shown her that she's seen a picture of something that I've been working on. And the next day, it was like, I would like a necklace in these colors. It's like, okay. I'm trying not to buy anything for it. I have a clasp, but it feels cheap in my hand, and that's bugging me a little bit. But putting a clasp on it will be one of the last things that we get to, so it doesn't really matter right now. Oh man, I'm surrounded by angry lions. Okay. Oh, he's... Oh, everybody except for first. Hello, Inspector 9. Inspector, pause. You're distracting me, pause. You're distracting me. We got stitching to do. You're right. that snapped right around with those red beadsy eyes. They're mad because they're like, you've been talking to the camera lady for 30 minutes. We saw more. We heard the snacks. You've been teasing us, dragging us along, and now we're just forced to loaf around. Oh, Jess, how's your quilt design coming? Something I was also thinking, I was like, it would be nice if I had some, do I have? I have a piece of red meshy stuff in my stash somewhere, because I was like rolling around in my brain that I didn't really want to do that necklace on white, and I really have to cut all of there'd be more open work, but I keep, where's my words, trying to make sure that things aren't like too clunky as a necklace, and then reminding myself I get to be a little bit more delicate, but then also I get to be a little bit more over the top with my materials choices because it is a necklace. Wow, Phoenix, you really need to make sure you sit up a little slouchy. It's funny how the high back on this one really just reminds me that to not raise my shoulders up. Shoulders down, kid. Jess, you're about 2 feet away from completing the binding on the Civil War quilt. Awesome. The I quilt is complete. Oh, spectacular. Oh, that was such a funny idea. So did you end up asking AI? Oh, you'll have a post soon. Perfect. Oh, yeah, that intersection between technology and art and craft. It's not all good and it's not all bad. There are places where I think they can each enhance each other in a way that is greater than the sum of the parts. Wow, this book is really finicky. It's like parts are wound too tightly, parts are wound too loose. It's just, there's no happy mediums with this right now. You will persevere. You are distracting me, and I'm going to hold off on snacks till the very last minute because I like you being here, and if I give you snacks, then you're just going to love me and leave me. I know how this goes. Yeah, you be my Inspector Pause. At least the winds have shifted a little bit because it's starting to get smoky. Hey, can you? Those are not. Hey! How? Did you see that? He's knocking my stuff over. How dare you? Do not think that's bobbins. That's not toys. Oh man, they're really. I'm getting yelled at with eyes. The glowering is real over here. They're making me feel uncomfortable. What are you up to? I know what you're up to. Mom, give me snacks. Give me snacks now. Give me snacks. It's not time for snacks. It's not time for snacks. No snacks for humans, no snacks for cats yet. And at this rate, we are gonna hardly make a dent on our yoke. Let's hear just the instructions. The instructions were atrocious. You just threw them all away. Oh, that's funny. That's the part when using AI, if you need it to come up with directions for a skill that I don't know how to do it without knowledge of the skill. Oh, Allie, this way, the eyes burn into you, and then the talons come out. Yes, they are. They're getting ready to. Oh, they also knock stuff over. Yes, they do. This is like the third level of cats being angry that you have not given them snacks yet. The levels of cat annoyance. Oh, we're not to the loud meowing yet. Nobody, the boys have not said a peep, so yeah, we're not. We're not to the I'm in your face punching you with my head to get snacks yet. Ooh, boys, we're doing pretty good. We're getting there. Boys, you glower at them. Say, if we can get just 2 more, Mama will open the snack sack early. We can get our 10 and keep it for a hot minute. Alright, we'll see what happens, boys. Oh, Jess, your cat JP loves the sewing machine and you're so afraid he will get a needle in the paw. Seriously, I was getting set up, or did the show start? At some point this afternoon, little man was on the table with me and I was like, I'm just gonna put the needle into the engaged position because I really didn't want his tail to get under there. Yeah. What about meowing loud? Not there yet. Now we're at the sulking section. Loki's still glowering at me. I'm sitting right. I'm completely occluding Loki. But I feel him staring in. His eyes are staring into my gut. Can I sit really close to the machine? I'm just gonna sit right on top of it. Allie, also cats like scraping tartar off their teeth with faceplates on treadles. Yeah, and I keep the amount of fluff I have to take off of the presser foot bar from Loki, like rubbing his cheeks on it. Yeah, we're talking about you. Those cats chewing on stuff. At least they're good, and I'm good about keeping the spools of thread and yarns tucked away, because I don't want that disaster. Cats are not eating threads on my watch. Except it is my watch, and I cannot get my sad stitches working for the life of me this morning. I'm almost ready to throw in the towel on this thread for right now. Oh. Are we gonna be friends finally? You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Ellie, you don't know how cats figure this out. You've seen this quite often. Over half of the treadles from a house that is treadles. That is a thing. So funny. Yeah, they just know they're like, I'm supposed to mark myself here, or they smell all the generations of other cats who marked themselves on that section. So they're like, oh, I'm just one in a long line of cats who are able to be loved and maybe have snacks while somebody stares at this machine. Yeah, Loki loves it. He just comes and it's sitting, and I'm not always here. Yes, so fascinating. The habitualness of cats and how to get into their brain that we're like, we're supposed to do that right here. Silly kitties. Oh, you've left in protest? Yeah, I see you guys grumping around me. We're almost there. We will have snacks. I have snacks right next to me. They are here, boys. I don't know whether my warm-up stitches are like fruitless this morning. I have half of mine. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's almost time. Maybe. Ah, Jess, it's interesting. You know, JP sleeps next to my treadle pedal. I thought maybe he wanted his bed there. The boys don't like to sleep on there, but they will walk over it and startle themselves when it moves. They're like, that's not supposed to. What? How dare the ground move like that? Silly. Okay. I'll probably get them snacks in a second before I move over to the Yoke, because I don't really want to run the risk of cats tearing that lacy work up. Boys, we're so close. We're so close. Yes. My beautiful flowers. We are not connecting our stitches though. Our timing. Oh. Shh. I did not. I have no gremlins in my stomach. I don't know what it is. No matter what time I stream, no matter how recently I've had a meal, I start to sit down and I'm like, and it's snack time again. No Phoenix. Sewing does not automatically mean snack time. Sewing automatically means not snack time. No dirty fingers. Oops. Oh man, this is going to be... But you know what, actually, instead of stressing about it, I'm just going to embrace if it does look a little variegated on the yoke, because I have pink and white variegated crochet cotton already in the motifs, so I'm not going to stress about this. Actually, before I say that, let's see if the back is a disaster. Ellie, there's a portable pastry in the pocket in the pack right beside me right now. Ellie always comes with us. You're like my grandma who always had the minty lifesaver rolls and butterscotch candies in her purse when we were bad at church. You don't mess around with it, comes with snacks. No, you don't. Here's my terrible tension stitching. We did the pink line. But the back looks pretty good. There's no wobbles, so that's good. Oh, the light is... futzed around with new lights, and it's It's not terrible, except I realized as I was trying to get close that the camera's behind the light, and I probably should mess around with that a little bit, but yes, let me unhook this. Are you ready, boys? Should we be a few minutes early so I can... Oh, are you going to clear up over there? I'm getting ready to open up the snack sack. I thought I'd be nice and we'll do it a few more minutes early. Are you ready? Are you going to come back? Anybody? Anybody? You ready? Loki, here. Oh. Good job. Should we have one of these? Let's see here. Oh, here, boy. You came running first. Come on, Loki. Oh, good job. Rivers, are you going to come for snacky? No. Are you done? Oh, he's going to bend over backwards for snacks. Just got donuts. Ooh la la. It's been a hot minute since I've had a donut. I know, Dove doesn't either. Dove can't. But he's not yet. Okay, wait, I have to go get Trader for some snacks here. Okay, Trader snacks had. Alright, Loki, you're gonna do some tricks for me. Don't make me look bad. Come on, let's show everybody how smart you... Oh, that's not the trick. Don't rip my dress. Come on, do your stuff. Come on, Smarty Peanuts. Come on, Smarty Paws. We do one more? Oh, who's a smart boy? Little man, you need another trick. You need some more tricks. Can you do the end? Come on. Loki. Come on. Come on, you're making me look bad, dude. Come on, Paws. Alright, boys and girls. Closing up the snack sack. I got stitching to do. You guys did so good. Thanks for not making me look too terrible. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, now I want jelly donut. No. Custard-filled donuts. No. Cheese danishes. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. LHS. Your brother got a chocolate bar from Dubai for $20. Really nice pistachio bar, but $20, I think Phoenix can get them nearby for $7. I can get them for $7. Yeah, they're like 3 ounces. It's like what's an equivalent? Like one of a Kit Kat, like one strip of a Kit Kat bar is a Dubai chocolate for $7. I'm gonna have to go and haggle. I know. I'm like, I know. I can haggle him for a better price. Chocolate filled Phoenix. Chocolate filled. Oh, yes, chocolate custard. Oh. Oh, this is a debate that we have at our house. In a Bavarian cream donut, custard cream or the whipped cream? Or is there a different name and it's just, is it Bavarian custard versus Bavarian cream? Because I'm custard all the way. I don't... It was nice, but not $20 worth. That's my thoughts about thinking about paying $7. I'm like, no. Oh, and I just did pink. Is this the same pink? You know what, actually, it might be good to do the same color. Oh, pooper duper. I don't want to do pink yet. I just did all this practice. Whipped cream, Boston cream, whipped cream. All right, you're on the same camp as Dub is. He loves the cream ones too. I am fully 2 feet into Camp Custard. Yep, we're Team Camp Custard. See, Jess is. I agree, Jess. Custard all the way, like a Boston cream. Yup, 100%. It's not Boston whipped cream. Nope. I think you're on the right team, Jess. What color do I want to stitch with? Oh, but I need to. I will never run out of pins. It's even in the original box. Brass, 5,000 5-grade fine grade pins in a strip. Ooh, they're Canadian. Oh, I've got the Canadian patent from Farmingham. Is there a date on here? Nope. I go back and forth about wanting to use them or whether I just want to keep them all in this beautiful roll of pins. It's such a treasure. It's so beautiful. Such a weird thing to have and to treasure. Let's see here, Allie. You are a regular season pass style person of the donut train. You visit all the coaches. All Allie needs to see is donut, and the answer is yes, please. That is also a good answer. Who needs more than yes, please? Why, thank you. I don't mind if I do. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Except for what color I'm going to stitch with. Yikes. Oh, the only problem with that silver flower is it's so thick that it feels squinch. We'll just do it a little bit less. Oh, Ellie, what? What was that? Can I see better? Yeah. So this flower just sits up super high because there's 3 layers to it, and it takes up a lot of bulk. Hey, Kilroy, how are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you've not been washed out. All the flooding and rains East Coast, you've been getting sucked on, slopped on. So I'm just trying to figure out where to situate this. I'll just do a little section, and then when I can, I'll just fully move to the other side of that flower. Oh, you know what we haven't stitched with yet? Let's pick out a green tone. Is that... Yeah, it is henna. Yep, no. I have been picking some fruit in the garden, but no, it's henna today. I got bored yesterday, so I took out a fresh cone. Keeps me busy. And then it's funny, when I think about the motifs I draw with the henna, they're pretty much very similar to the motifs I stitch. Well, I just did it yesterday, so it hasn't been too long to have washed all the way off yet. But on my arms, it'll last a good 10, almost 14 days. My hands don't last as long because I'm washing them constantly. Do we have... No, we do not have desired tautness. Oh, always get so anxious to tauten it on this tool because it's so, it just wants to like you look at it and it wants to shred. Ellie, don't take any of the pack of needle pins. Okay, you know a museum that might want those in Canada at the Textile Museum. Okay, I may have accidentally, over time, it's not a completely brand new rule. There are a couple that are out, but, yeah. Oh, there we go. The box, it's a little abused. It's not, like, perfectly perfect, but sure, you gave them an early safety pin first run on a card. Oh, man. Yeah, so there's... and that's what's in the rule. So, like, there's like been a couple that have been, but there's a lot that... Oh, Denison. That's... now I can read. Killer, you've been putting off a desk cleaning and rearranging for months, so you started on it a few hours ago. Perfect. All right, well then I will just gently set those back in there. So that's what we have on those beauties. But if you have a museum that wants it, I think I would gladly share that where more people can enjoy it rather than just my random little horde of bizarre things. It always feels good to have a nice clean desk and start fresh, but then as soon as I see an empty spot, I'm like, something must go in there. That is for a factory ward. That is for a factory ward. All right. Factory work. Okay. Factory word. Yes, those are for industrial scale pinning needs. Let's use this olive tone. Why did I say ew? That is why it makes that rare. How did you get that? Actually, I think if I recall correctly, that came into my possession from a random warehouse, like, picker place in Salamanca, New York. It was like 3 giant barns of, like, stuff. Oh, interesting. Oh, the freaking this I see things, the things that I see, that is rare. Most ever made it from 1905-ish. Most never made it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was in a random junk shop in, I'm pretty sure I picked it up in Salamanca. Yeah, so like Chautauqua County, Podunk, Western, and like picked it up at a shop in the middle of nowhere. And let's see here, yeah, I think I've had it for 20 years now. Yeah, because Dove and I went to that shop together, so it's been, it's just been kicking around. Every once in a while, I probably did take a pin out because I just was like, I got this roll. Yes, it was picked up in a hillbilly town, pretty much. Because it's like part of the buildings are like barely heated. Is it in Salamanca? No, Salamanca's where the Randolph. Is it? I can't. Regardless, it is Rusty. It is. Indeed, and I think it says they're supposed to be rust-free. Oh, right, because it says to be used with the Denison pinning machines. Yup, for models A, B, D, and E. So no C. See you later, but A, B, D, and E. Yeah, the random things that my brain was like, well, if I have this strip, I will never run out of pins. It's what I originally thought. I did not. I feel kind of now. I feel like that pin was like Brunhilde, and I'm sure. I don't know how much I paid for it. Probably just like a couple of less than $5. I don't think even in the early aughts I wouldn't have paid. I know how much I'm willing to pay for something. Oh, that's so. I'm so glad that I brought that out to show off today, Ellie. That you were here to school me in what I had. But yeah, I'll try not to throw the box around anymore because it still is like in a box. But yes, I've cared for it to the best of my ability for 20 years. We can figure out how to get it to its new place. Oh man. Yeah, because I know when I saw it, all my brain was like, oh, there's so many pins, I will never need to buy pins ever again, is all my brain was thinking. And still, until just this moment, my brain was like, yeah, I'll never have to buy pins again. Now I'm going to have to, I don't even know why I didn't look up to see what the box was. Now I'm going to have to, what is a pinning machine? I'm so intrigued now that... Oh yeah, let's stitch some green around the leaf. Now I'm like anxious. I'm really gonna like set it farther on the table so it doesn't fall off. Sit square and safely. Wow, I am just cackling this morning with like, oh, where to start stitching. And for my brain to think, if we're gonna do a necklace, do I want to do more? Have the base tool just there to stitch and then have more open work? There's a lot I don't know, but it's alright because I don't have to know right now. It's gonna be a little while. Oh, let's see. Killer, it looks like you'll need pins anyway. Yup. I got enough for right now, but yeah. Darn, I guess it means I've got to buy some more of the long quilter's pins with the big head so that I can see them when I accidentally spill my pins on the floor, because the short dressmaker ones with the flat heads definitely get lost. And yeah, no, Allie, that's alright. It'll be worth it. No, it's in Randolph. Oh, it's gonna bug me where the name of it, cause it's like it's in the middle of nowhere in Amish country. And it was like the name of the place. like the town it was in was the name of the junk shop, and it was just these old barns. You would just like wander around and be like, oh my god, what is this? Paperbacks. Lots and lots of paperbacks. But I'll ask Jeff later. He'll know what it is. Oh, here's the newer. Ooh, let's see here what this is. Alright, we'll pin this so I can copy this. Okay. Oh, no. Get back here. Oh. Yes, this is so hard for me right now, Phoenix. There we go. Copy. Now we can share our screen. Oh, same look of the pins, but the new ones. One isn't on the rust-free paper. Rust-free was the turn of the century. Oh my gosh! So we're fancy for so many reasons for this random, fascinating acquisition. Oh, interesting. All right, let me go here, share, but also I need to go to here and presentation. Oh, there we go. We know how to stream. Huh. Oh, so the spool. Oh, okay, so the spool of pins goes onto that. There's where the pins go, and then interesting. And I did pretty good with that score a gajillion years ago, getting something I had no idea what I was getting. But yeah, those pins for being 115, 120 years old look pretty good. Yep, still even has the patent numbers on the box. The random things might fit. You find, and for some reason you're like, I just know I need to take this home with me. Right, Jess? I've never heard of such a thing. And the box had just been sitting in my cord for so long, I didn't even think that it was anything special. I was just like, oh, that's cool. They sold pins on a loop, so you never run out. Like, no idea that it was for industrial purposes. The Model 9E is what that one is. Oh, so those pins would work in the Model E. So, hey, I've got pins to match their tool. Oh, Allie. So they were in New York, so they were going to rust anyway. But that they made it, I must have picked them up 2000, let's see here. When are times of things? I probably picked them up in 2003, so they'd already made it around in New York for a while. Oh, yours is really, yeah. Mine is the earliest model, 2A and B. Oh, I'm like giddy with. Oh man, the days. These are the days of ours adventures. No idea. No idea what I had in my collection. Oh, Allie, thank you so much for sharing that picture so you could learn something. That was what a treat. It's gonna bug me where the town it is. I think it was Randolph. I kind of think how to get out there, but it's been a really long time since I drove the backwoods in Chautauqua County. I think by the time I get done with this yoke, I'll feel better enough about how my skills for that gift, because I think I'm stressed out because she said I want that. I want one. She saw the yoke and she's like, that looks like a necklace. And it must have like tickled her brain all the whole night so that the next day she's like, I want a necklace. Okay. Let's see here, Allie. And that is why I am popular with the handful of industrial sewing machine affiliates out there, right? And antique clothing people, and combining both fields. Seriously, because there's the places where they're separate, they can diverge, but there's that section in the middle where it all comes together. So then if they had a machine to put in all the pins, were they just disposed of afterwards? Because it's not like they put the pins back in the roll to reuse them. Yeah. I think I need to find it. Where did I set my bag of pieces? It's right in front of you, Phoenix, like usual. Yeah, because I like how this was, I like the end garment, I like the manufacturing, and then there's the place where it's like, I like the tools that made it and the end product. Oh, I don't want another pink one yet. Is this one too big? Oh yeah, too big for this cute little blue one, but it's too big for the space that I'm thinking I want to fill next. Ooh, but I have a smaller one. Where is the unpicking of this section going to happen from? You know what? It's okay. I give myself permission to just cut this. Alright, smaller blue and white variegated piece, procured. Ooh, but I do have all of my little hooks. Oh, there they go. I'm losing my marbles. No, I don't want that little baby size 12. I'm gonna practice being good real quick and just tidy off these last couple of threads that I have hanging out. And I thought that I was going to to crochet a mesh to attach all of these little motifs together. All the little ends didn't bother me because I would have just crocheted them together, but I'm not going to do that this time. You still, let's see. Oh, interesting, you still get pins with this bespoke goods even. I try not to leave pins in my garments, but I've left pins in my bespoke garments before, and then I'm like poke myself, and I'm like Killer, it's cheaper to buy new pins than to hire somebody to recover them. Yeah, and organize them, and if they're sharp enough, right? That's so true. That just seems weird. Allie, it is the modern that takes out the pins with the most powerful magnet. I see. I did not. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a pinning machine until today. So we definitely have accidentally learned a few things. That looks finished off enough. And I can get to keep reminding myself that for the mummer's necklace, we're going to. Oh, that'll be cute. And we'll put a little round or two in there. I'll do all the finishing off of all the little motifs as I go along nicely. Because I don't want any errant threads. Plus, I might actually match my bobbin thread to my top thread so that you can't see anything, because in mine you can probably see the white, but it's on a white background, so I'm not worried so much, but we'll figure it out. I've got time. I have time. There's no due date. Let's be fancy. Let's see if I can practice an instrument tie real quick, just because it's. Yep's gonna do this for me. It's easier when things don't move. You're too little and floppy around. No, weird. Oh no, there we go. Slowly but surely, I am not fast at this. And I only threw one loop over. That was definitely not the best. Not tying yours. And I lost the end. There we go. One throw. I'm just doing a square knot, just for funsies. Alright, 2-4-7 not done. Killer, that's one thing you dislike about the sewing community as a whole. They never think of the garment factories that drove the inventions of their consumer machines. Seriously, yeah. So much of the industrial things to make things fancy, or all the new tech. Their version of sewing ends at their hazy memory of dead relatives who sewed. Yeah. All of the fun attachments, all the ruffler foots and pleaters and quarters and things that developed because of the fashions and to make things easier. I want that color. Yeah, so many layers, so much stuff. We'll do this one. So I'm just taking the hook and finding the end and cinching it through a couple of sections and then trimming it off. Not that I'm super worried that anything's going to unravel, but just in case. And then it looks tidier if it's trimmed back and I don't stab myself. There. You know, my mom hated it. She does all sorts of stuff. Sewing on a sewing machine, not her favorite thing. But if she still has it, Hillary, don't get me started on that. They do it the hard way because, Grandma did it the hard way. Yeah, I know, they need to shove it. Grandma did a lot of pleats. She would have got a ruffler foot or a pleating foot. They didn't do it all by hand. If Grandma knew the easy way, she would have done it. I agree, and so does Ellie. Yep, Ellie's improved manufacturer can sew birch bark canoes. That is impressive. Yes, I would like my next machine's gonna be able to sew birch bark canoes. Yeah, or if they couldn't, I guess I'm going to go out on a limb and surmise that if at least one lady, then would she have like rented out her machine and they all would have used that one bit, or she did it and they would have paid her piecework for like, do all of the ruffles, please. Ellie for leisure and work from 1881 and up. We get our boats ready for the fishing season to make some money, and then for pleasure cruising in the summer. As I've done previously, I'm just randomly making lines to connect the motifs. Connect the leaf and the stem. I think for mine, I'm not going to bother to cut out the net. I'm just going to leave it as a foundation layer because it is going to be for a chemise. I am going to be good and just like hand wash it in the bathtub or like soak it with my wool wash stuff that you don't need to agitate to rinse out, and just dry it flat because I don't want the washing machine to rip this up after all the work we put into it. Oh, and now the cats have had their snacks. They're all left to my grandsons. Oh, this green, I like the shade of it, and it's coming off this gold perfectly nicely. Yeah, good choice to have the green next to where I got the first green leaf going in. Let's see here. Ellie says either they would have had the logo that could bring the portable hand crank, and some even had the buttonhole attachment, or they came over for piecework. That makes a lot of sense. Because you're like, we can get this done faster, and then somebody else can bake cookies or get on to dinner or something. Let's see here, Killer Ray. That's also what gets me about the disdain for computer-controlled machines. If they existed back then, people would have cleaned out their bank account to buy them. This is true. Everything people accept as standard on a sewing machine was once brand spanking new, now just like computer control. This is very true. And I know from my computer-controlled machine, I just don't enjoy the experience of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like shame or poo-poo anybody who's like, I love my computerized embroidery machine, quilting machine, industrial machine. It's fine. If it brings you joy and it works for you, that's all that matters. Let's see here. Allie, clothing was more in-house of the machine, but other goods like, yes, drapes, covers in the customer's house. Right, because there was all the soft furnishings, all those beautiful, like, pleated, tucked and fluffed pillows, and all the draperies, all the goodies. Let's just have all of it. Oh yeah, like aprons, bedspreads, so many things. I know, but I do agree, Killer, with the folks who are like, oh, people just had to do this by hand, and I'm like, they make modern equivalents to these feet. Just why are you? I didn't I don't know. I do know because I have been guilty of it too, of like doing things the hard way and then being like, no, there's a foot for that. You know what? Let's bring it. I'm hiding all the pretty work. All right. That's what I've been forgetting on the Saturday show. This is where Phoenix has no head. Because this part is what people want to see, not my silly face. That looks better. Let's see here. Allie, in the Singer sales brochure, my improved manufacturer was 2 years salary and came with a legal servant-like placement, a internship-like system. Huh. You had to earn your machine through learning how to do it and sewing stuff. All right, Allie. Snack time, I'm guessing, or coffee time. Let's see here, Killer. They had a foot for every conceivable job back then. That's why people could sew so much, because it made it much easier. They refused to do it the hard way. And I agree. Yeah. And it makes it more fun, like pleating, using the ruffler foot. Why do all that hand gathering? Like, ugh. Phoenix, why didn't you remember to keep changing the camera angle for the Saturday show? Sorry. Now I really have to sit up straight because yikes. This pass is really terrible. That line is really chunky because I stitched too far away on that second pass, so I'm taking really big stitches to try to fill it in without ripping the net. That's the words I was looking for. Are we? Yeah. There we go. This is what we've done. And we've got this whole section left to go. What was I guessing on Wednesday? Probably like 8 more hours. We'll see. I'm not really keeping track. Killer, Grandma's sewing was perfect. How did she do it? She used the specific foot for every job. Yeah, you masochist. Exactly, Killer. She tried to do everything with one foot. It would have looked like yours. Oh! Yeah, people remember like they've got a zipper foot and a regular foot, but they forget about all. But then I did get when I got my baby lock, I spent $90 on Fancy Feet, and I never used them for that machine. Oh, Phoenix, you forget you have a love-hate relationship with that entire machine, so that's not really a good example. But when I fell down the hole of old-fashioned machines and then the subsequent adjacent space of associated presser feet and attachments, I was like, oh, bring it on. I am so addicted to that overcaster attachment. Oh, I love it. I'm going to actually go through and overcast the seams of this dress because I haven't yet. I'm just going to make a pile, like my mending pile, but it's the stuff that hasn't been overcasted yet. I'll just have an overcasting party. Is it too dark? Do I need to... Am I washed out? No, it's... Getting used to adjust the dials on the lights. Oops, it's a bit too bright. Try not to wash it out. now that I remember to adjust. I need to make sure I drive around this far circle. I probably should have started there, but I'll take a drive around this little ringlet. I'll just leave that one unfinished for now. Oh, but now, what is that? Okay, Phoenix, you can do this. There, now we're nice and crispy. The things that set my brain like, this is not right, fix it. Y'all got something though. Alright, I'm going to finish driving around this circle without putting a needle through my fingers, hopefully. There we go. So sometimes I'll just use my trusty little forceps. Cases where I need a little support, but I don't want my fingers that close to the needle. Oh, that necklace. Make the chain. Come up with some motifs. Think about the layout. Think about where we're gonna couch some beads. She did say beads. We'll figure it out. We'll make something I'm proud of that she can wear to art class and show off to all her friends. Look at my fingers. Oh, mummers. I'm so glad as I was sitting here that I remembered that I have that red. I've got a piece of red because I really don't want to do a red, gold, and black piece on white. It'll just be too much. I guess people really like the headless version of the Phoenix. And thank you, everybody. Oh, it's been 90 minutes. Thanks, everybody who's snuck on. And if you don't mind, like, smashing some buttons for me, that would be super awesome. Don't worry about that one dislike on Rumble. That's my dislike from me to me, because I always want to try to remember that we can do a little bit better. Like, remember to zoom close up when we're doing this fancy artwork, art stitching, because people don't need to see my silly face. You're really here for the sweet sounds of the machine. That is okay. Don't blame me. On Saturdays, I generally do art stitching. This week, I'm continuing on my adventures in sewing a lace yoke for a chemise, aka undershirt dress thing, from the turn of the last century, but when it first turned to the last century, and not when the last century turned into the current century. That took way more explanations that I wish I didn't care to have to do. But there's lots of and I'm sure there must be examples where they did crocheted the motifs and hand stitched and stitch them down. I did try, thinking that I was going to crochet all the motifs together, and I hated the process of it, and I stopped. I stared at it for more than a year, thinking I was going to make myself get back to it, and I didn't. And then the dove was like, "You should just take it apart." And I was like, "You know what, dear? I think it's time, because I don't enjoy doing this. I don't think I'm going to finish it, and I have other ways to get to the same end." So I took advantage of one of those instead. I'm going to very carefully, attached. I'm going to just be careful as I get to this edge here where the loop is. Nope, this loop with my pointer. So I don't misshape the flower. These are not what they call blocked anymore, where you get them damp, you pin them so that they stay in a nice pretty shape. These have just been roaming around in my biohazard bag. But I retired that biohazard bag for now, just in a Ziploc baggie. It was more fun when they looked like biohazard, but I'm sure I've got more baggie. Phoenix has all sorts of interesting stuff in her collection. I need to slow down some of it. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't talk for a second because my brain got caught in trying to not put too much pressure on the stitches, but enough pressure because I don't want the net to get stuck in the feed dogs, because then it tears and then I cry, and I'm like, oh, that was already, I don't know how many blocks of time. Well, probably could have at the very beginning, but I guess I'll do it at the end. Just stitch around on the cord section, because at the moment it's just hand tacked into place, and I want it to be a little bit more secure, because I'm not going to cut. I will trim the tulle close and then fold it over when I attach it to the rest of the garment, but I'm just going to leave it and not cut it out all the way away. Sit up straight, kids. Yeah, this olive green is such a nice color, except now it's making me want to eat olives. Allie, there is no crying in the Singer manuals, just saying, right? There's no sweet relief. Oh, I was trying, that's not working. Yeah. No. No, you can't cry over sad stitch. No sad stitches. There's no crying and sewing. Just make sure you don't bleed on the white linen. but that's what the hydrogen peroxide's for. The vanishing bottle of vodka, the snacks, the sewing tools, and I feel silly. I don't feel silly, but in my sewing drawer, I also have my headphones because we're a mix-up of modern and vintage. So I've got my headphones in my tucker machine. Some of the most important pieces all live in that drawer right there. Yeah, I'm just throwing pieces overboard. I think in the back of my head, I'm still like thinking about this necklace. It's gonna just sit in my brain until it's not in my brain. This project is first, and I think I am going to try to whip through some more panels for like Phoenix. Do we do our knitted petticoat for ourselves, or do I start making Brandenburg rings for the necklace? I'll probably start with the Brandenburg rings. Oh, and I jumped here we go. Threw my mouse overboard. Who needs a mouse? Yeah, there is a section. I have not fully figured out this last quadrant yet, but it's because I'm going to need to cut it and I'm going to have to finish it, so it's easier to just forget that I have to deal with that part right now because I have plenty of stitching before we get over there. I am just trying to be mindful as to where all the extra fabric is though. I've been good so far with this project, only sewing the appropriate layer. So there is some sections where I'm going to need to pull out the basting thread or my pattern line because I'm not really quite on the line, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll get there when we get there. And let's see here. There's some places where I did the same color on the top and the bottom. I've done different colors. I'll do a little bit more in the green in this section. And maybe we'll... Then I don't know. I don't have to know yet, and that's fine. I'm sewing green right now. That's all I know. It was fun to go through yesterday and just look at the beads, look at all the possibilities. Just grabbed all sorts of things. Not really committed to any one thing, but it's easier in my brain in that planning phase to just take out everything that I might want so I can see it all together and start ruminating over what might look good where and with who and how I might want to organize it all. This is going to need some fillers. Need these webs to be more web-like. Oops, hold on, fingers. Oh, no, there's fingers with their hand in the screen again. Yeah, we'll have to just figure out that, again, the interplay between technology and arts and crafts. It would be fun to see a rise. I guess we are maybe like a modern, a neo arts and crafts movement. But nothing's ever always good or always bad. We're just gonna have to figure it out. Do you know I'm not ready? The transhumanism, over the use of human chipping stuff. No, I don't think I'm here for that. I can be sold arguments where it's not the worst idea I've ever heard of, so that's also a thing. All I got left is free for sleeping on the couch and nobody can even see her. Thank you, dear. Oh, what was that little antique mall in Chautauqua County that we used to go to that had the barns? Was it in Randolph? Or it began with an S?
Stockton Sales.
Stockton Sales. That's where those pins came from. Stockton Sales, if it still exists. Oh, should we? Okay. No. Oh, there's my mouse. Let me pick a different thing to take in here. No. Nope, that's a cooking place. Not the Stockton Hotel, but it was by there. Huh. Oh. Nope. I don't know if that antique mall exists anymore. Or maybe I have to not. Maybe Brave is letting me down. Let's see here. Stockton Sales in Stockton, New York. Nope, just all the houses. Okay. I'm gonna go with it is probably gone. It was a pack rat of an antique mall. Yes. That's exactly what this place was. Jam-packed every corner. You, like, more than your eyes could manage amount of stuff. It was amazing. Oh, it was brilliant when we would drive out there sometimes. Kind of sad to see that I don't think it exists anymore, but we were able to do some salvages there. Yeah, because they had, like, appliances, books, old farming equipment, old, like, you name it, weird stuff. They had it. Okay, and feed dogs were getting caught up on the tool, and I don't like that. Yeah, and then there was one locally that went out of business not long ago either. Yeah, those old junky and yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna trim this. Alright, I guess since we're undone, we stitched the green section. So I'll pick a fresh color and we'll... Actually, before we do any more stitching, I'm going to move the hoop over that big floofy silvery flower here. Because I'll be on the other side of it. Then I'll be able to not muck up the tension and I will be good and waste that thread so that I don't pull it backward through the machine. What color do we want next? We've got right next to it'll be pink, purple. I'll think of something. What color? Do I want to try the glow in the dark again? Because why shouldn't our underwear glow in the dark? Ooh. That was almost scary. Somehow I got my thread caught up in the screw. I did not like that. This is good. Now we've got a new big fresh section to stitch on. And, now we're just going to beat up our mic stand. Get in there, boy. Alright, I'm going to stuff the hoop closest to the bulkiest edge first. And then we'll do where there's less. Oh my god, just stay in your spot, please. Welcome to Phoenix Wrestles with Embroidery Hoops. There we go. Phoenix 1, hoop, a big 0. Then I can do some more stitching in these big spaces. Let's tauten a little bit, and we will pick out some more motifs from our heap of possible pieces. Okay, so first off, you need to pick another color, find where I left off with the lavender in this upper top section, right where this finger is. Tuck this out of the way so you can see and I don't get lost. Phoenix, what color do I want to sew with? I don't know. Just a green. Do I want blue? Dark purple? No. Just did purple in that block. Royal blue? What color is this? Oh, violetta blue. Yeah. We don't need that in this box. Rayon, no. Lingerie and bobbin thread. No. Oh, why not? Let's do this. Ruby glint. Am I being particular about the shades? No, I'm just stitching whatever I feel like. This is like the crazy quilt of chemise yokes. Your eyes are either going to be really happy or you're going to want to look away because it makes your eyes hurt. And I'm okay with those two possibilities. Because long-time folks, the viewers of the show know Phoenix likes it the crazy way. All of the chaos makes my eyes and brain just very happy. Fighting against entropy one stitch at a time. Or are we committing to... never mind. This is not my thermodynamics lecture. I'll save that for next week. We need more of our physicists and engineers in the chat. I have been walking past my physical chemistry book in the hallway trying to think, like, is it time to let that one go? Do I really need a book from 30 years ago about physical chemistry? Yet I can't get rid of it yet. I haven't tried. Ooh, we need more attention. You are coming up too easy for thread. Oh, the next disconnect. This thread does not want to sew. Okay, let's figure out what's happening here. Oh. Phoenix, you need to check your bobbin thread. You can't stitch without any bobbin thread pulled up. Don't you? Oh, I was trying to shake my head, realizing that don't have to face with this camera angle. And this is where Phoenix thinks to herself, should we become better? Should we figure out Social Stream Ninja so we can get back to the RTMPS to do OBS so that I can have a camera in front of me so I have a face and I have a camera on the work. I can be extra fancy. Maybe. I'll see what I can do about it. Oh, I have a bobbin thread pulled up. And I suspect that stitching will go. That stitches will actually happen. I also need to collect off the floor all the motifs that I've been throwing overboard with the extra tool. Okay, that looks like a good spot to start. I like this raspberry color. It's making me hungry to go outside and pick berries. I'll do that when the sun gets to melt on the berry patch. So I am still trying to maintain my vampirish complexion. I don't like wearing rock lobster red. Cooked lobster red. No thanks. Yeah, so I was thinking of like the different, probably mostly flower motifs for the next one. I can stitch, what am I thinking? Oh, maybe red. Oh, I don't have black crochet cotton. I might have to get some because I don't know if I like the idea of the whole border being red. I want to do black centers and then red flowers to mix it up a little bit. I need a motif to sit in here. I've kind of gone through this little narrow channel and we're opening up back out to the ocean again. Possibilities. Let's see. Just did one of those variegated pinks. We just did a variegated blue. We'll do this little hexagon shape. Oh, pasty on pasty. There we go. It's got cute little picots at the top, so we'll just slot that in there in a way that makes the picots look pleasing. What I'm going to do is also orient it so that I can just stitch right to that first picot, get it attached, and Bob's your uncle. This is one that definitely would have been improved by some nice blocking. So I'm just going to open up the hole carefully, drive to that picot. And now that I recalled that, then as we get to those picots, I'll just spread the stitches open so that they look as pleasing as possible. Let's just do that now, because this is going to be the next one we're going to get to. So I'm just using my snips to open up the space. I could use another analogy, but I don't think it's one that folks would have had any experience with, most folks. I'll just leave those esoteric references in there. And this berry color is quite pleasing to me right now. So I've got a big empty spot kind of like here where there's not enough stitches, so we're just going to go and just draw some lines in that direction. Like 4. Just try not to be like too programmed with it. It's fine. I'm going to open up that space again because I am this time going to stitch to the top of this next picot here. And the picot's just that little like nipple right at the very top. Hey, Iceman! Welcome! What? Iceman, what just I know what just happened, but oh thank you, sir. Wow. Oh, how are you doing? I hope you have been good. Oh, I'm like getting verklempt over here. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you. You guys, folks over on that other station, come hang out on Rumble and get into the chat because I'm going to open up the concession stand and folks just got gifted. There's a couple of like fancy member emotes. I don't have very many, but thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I gotta stand up because I'm gonna have tears in my eyes of joy. Oh, thank you so much, sir. I'm so pleased Loki gets extra snacky. Because I feel, oh man. Could you say something to your fans? He's speechless. Loki has no meows left out of. He's just beside himself. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. All right, boy. Let's pretend that we know how to sew. Let's pretend we know what we're doing here. He is meowless. Yep, he's the cat who lost his meow. Oh, we've been working on this lace yoke for a dress, a nightshirt, have you, whatever, a garment for me, as I talk through ideas for this project that my mother said. She saw this, said it looked like a necklace. The next day texted back and was like, I would like a lace necklace, please, in these colors. And I said, yes, Mother. I will come up with something. I know, you got your beautiful eyes showing up. I've got not face, but cute cats have stolen the show again. Oh, I'm so... My cheeks are all red with joy and like foot clumpedness. Look what you've done to me. You brought a girl almost to tears. Oh man. My first subscribers, Loki. Loki, look what joy just happened. Ah, Ice, those words Mums loves to hear. Yes, Mother, I know. Yeah, the first time she's seen anything that I've stitched and was like, I need that. But this version of it, and I was like, how can you say no when it was the first time? It's like, okay, I'll come up with something. Yeah, because I've got, should I go, since I have no seat, where's my bag of goodies for that project? We've got the red seed beads, some gold, and I've got, because these ones are a little bit more blue toned, so I don't think I don't care for them. I also have these bugle beads, but I think these are beads she actually bought me when I was like 12, but I'm afraid that the color, I just don't know about them. Ooh, these have got more purple tones in here. These are some little cut stone pieces. But what I'm really excited is to take this one apart because there's some, the black on black and trying to show off a particular bead phoenix. Let's see here. These cut ones, I think I'll I'll just cut the wires and harvest the beads from there, and it will be fine. What I didn't grab is first subs. Yes, this can't be first arena. What? Oh my god! No! Oh my god! What? It's a good thing I didn't put any mascara on today. Holy sir, you not the first. I think you're the third, because you get to be the third Rian. It was Dear Muth, Synth Tracks, and you. Because your girl's just in this weird little. I have no face. Can I do both? Okay, now I've got half a face and no sewing machine. We just are here. Yeah, oh my gosh. You guys. You all know how to tickle a girl pink. Let me see. Can I find a happy middle ground? All right. There's a... Oh, man. Now I'm going to need to come up with some more member emotes and, like, fun stuff for folks. Okay. We're not happy freezing. Yes. Oh, my gosh. My heart's, like, jumping out of my... We're gonna have the most spectacular, sweetest special stitches for this project. Oh man, I like verklempt. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my, and we're like crushing it for our tiny little disaster. 17 people across 2 different platforms, and the generosity of chat is leaving a girl almost speechless, and I'm like using filler words and babbling because I don't know what to do. These are very special stitches. As if I wasn't excited enough by this project, I'm just gonna think all the joy and the happiness and the fun, all the amazingness that is going into it. Oh, yay. The persistence and just, I'm like, time to focus. Needles are involved. I learned when I can glance at the chat. Sometimes I stitch without looking, but this material, like, it needs to be somewhere in the middle. Can't be completely cavalier. Ooh, I'm just gonna tuck this end, this unsightly piece out of the way there. We'll just, there. Yeah, so, it's hard to see, but we're working on this cranberry colored stitches, just festive and festive. Oh, you know what I didn't do was open up that space again. That's alright. I'll just backtrack a little bit. Oh, that's a good happy medium space I've got. The work looks good. I have a face. I do laugh when I've got just the angle of the headless phoenix, the boobs, and the machine is a funny angle. We'll just drive around this corner here. It looks festive, yes. The whole thing is festive. It has this beautiful collar with a and it's going to have this pale gray for the dress part of it. So it'll be so comfortable. I just keep touching the fabric. I'm like, oh. And silly me didn't completely read, so it's like 55% French linen and then a little bit of cotton, but it's fine. It'll be super nice to wear. And it's just as well that I still have my old-fashioned clothes drying rack because I don't think I can really put this. Dryer probably not going to happen. Thank you everybody who comes out to support, who watches this little disaster of mine, where we sew and chit chat and have safety meetings. We never know what's going to happen. We learned that I have a rare piece of industrial sewing history that I didn't even know is anything special today. Iceman has been so generous. Allie's amazing with his brain. Hillary's there with her wit and feistiness that I can't live without. After if it's been too many weeks, I just get this like pitter pattering in my heart of like, oh, I haven't been shamed or something. Where's Kilroy's feist and spite when I need it, and William and Jess and Syntrax and all my worker and lurkers on Rumble, because I know sometimes everybody's got stuff going on, but that I see the numbers. I see you listening in the background. And that even I can be amusement and company, even if folks aren't in the chat. They're like, it's just enough that I like to listen and see what's going on. And that's also great and spectacular. Oh, I can't wait to wear this. I think I was guessing last week that I probably have 8 more hours on this part. I think I'm going to keep it at 8 hours because I haven't stitched very much this afternoon. I'm kind of slow. What? I kind of want to put some... What do we want in this big space? What do we have in our pile of possible pieces? Not this one. I have to figure out what to do with this. I crocheted it. Actually, should we use it as a stomacher for a different project? I don't know yet. Sometimes I just make stuff just for the practice of doing it without any... Actually, that's how I ended up with all these motifs. I had no idea what the end goal was going to be. I was like, I'm just having fun making flowers and little pieces. And then lo and behold, years later, I'm like, I know why I did you now. I just needed to sit and look at you. This square is not square-like. This is one that would benefit from blocking to make it flat instead of like a crispy country. Oh, thank you, Ice. You gotta run grab some dinner. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, man. Oh, you have a great... Enjoy your dinner. I know I'm gonna have to have lunch in a little bit, but awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sure I will see you around the Rumbles at some point on somewhere. Oh my gosh. What a day we're having. Oh, another day where Phoenix shed happy tears. At least I didn't bleed on air again. Not like on Wednesday. Like, just clocking up the disaster sometimes. Ours aren't. No, we're still connected. Tricks my brain when I'm looking at myself in the monitor versus the screen, because there's a little lag every once in a while I could care less about. But regardless, alright, we're going to do this little pink flower here. And I'm going to plop it right there. And we'll find a little circle-y thing to... So I just kind of like put some stuff out of the pile and see what looks good where, and then stitch it down. I'm not stressing and thinking very hard about this project. All of my stressful brain stitching is going into thinking about that other project that I've not started yet, because I don't exactly know, because it's not fully come together in my head yet. That's fine. A circle here. I need another shape here. This space looks too empty. Ooh, yeah. I say ooh when I get really excited. I need a better thing. Let's do another wagon wheel. I also think it has a different name, but in my head they look like wagon wheels, so that's what I'm going to stick to calling it. Unfortunately, I've not reverted to calling the Satan's... No, there I did it again. That silly satin stitch. That really isn't Satan stitch, but... let's see here, Allie, not think about it. Add some goopy eyelets. I don't know if goopy eyelets would. Oh, I'm gonna stick with the non-gloopy eyelets for this one, I think. So I don't know if I'd like the feel of those next to my skin. But that, I don't know if I'm gonna like that one. Good idea though. I might pass on that. I think I'm gonna pass on that one for now. But I'll keep it in the back of my head because I do need this. After the show, I will finish finagling the pieces for that 1840 stays Phoenix trademark pending, patent pending. Yes, I'm not thinking very hard about the placement of the Irish crochet motifs on this yoke. That's what I'm not thinking hard about. There are things where I am thinking very, very hard thinking, not hardly thinking. Oh, yeah, because we'll do the mock-up of those 1840 stays tomorrow, maybe, along with sewing the chemise for this yoke. And yeah, maybe try the eyelets on that mock-up, because if that idea is going to get some teeth, then I do need to think about, or test them to see how well they're going to wear. Let's see here, Ellie. No, it was a bad idea. Yeah, on this yoke, not a bad idea, just not the right project for that idea. It wasn't just, yeah. Well, the yoke is on you then. Yes, sir, the yoke is on you. Indeed. But you know what, I should just grab it. Let me get the stitch marker that we've been test marking, and I'm just gonna run real fast to the other side of the room and back. How fast can I do this? This fast. Okay, I'm back. Clickety splickety. Stitch marker, holding up pretty good, doing its job. So this is the arrow something knitted petticoat pattern. That's what I'm doing, practicing, so I could test out the stitch marker, make sure it's doing its job, and see how well it holds up. So I will set myself a goal to figure out how I'm sewing. Where's my words, Phoenix? So that we can mock up those 1840 stays to try out the eyelets. It's not enough just to stitch the eyelets. We're going to prototype stuff and see how it holds up. We actually have to put it through its paces. Oops, I'm pulling too hard. Oops. Something is getting stuck and funny under the bottom. I need to get out of this corner. Doing a whole petticoat. Yes, now that is just jumping right in with a new thing. Yeah. It's my morning coffee project. Because after I had to go through and wash all the wool and deal with all that stuff, I still got the mending to get stuck in with that I'm kind of procrastinating on. Um, yeah, fortunately, that petticoat, you do each of the strips separately, and then, hello, spider, attach them all together and then do a border. So I'm not in a rush for that. It was just more of I needed a reason to make sure that the gloopy stitch marker was going to do its job and hold up to the work. So it's like, oh, I've got to test this out. I'll do some QA QC. So that's on the back burner. And I'd started that before there was the request for this necklace. So the petticoat might also get put on the back burner, but first things first, I am finishing this project so that I feel more confident for that next project. And I'm going to need to empty out a couple of bobbins so that when I get to the stitching for that necklace, the bobbin thread matches the top thread. And how often we could probably count on like one hand the number of episodes over almost 4 years where the bobbin thread is matched the upper thread on this channel. It is such a rarity that it almost never happens. Oh, this little motif hexagon looks a little funny. Oops! And I got distracted, and my tool tried to go down with the treadle belt. That leather's getting a little dry feeling. I'm gonna move out to this direction. I need a few more filler things in here, but I'll wait till I get around in that direction. I don't know what to, I know I'm gonna stitch straight connecting lines. In my head, I can't see how I want them to lay. So I won't do those yet, and I'll do a separate section right here. There's just a couple of them in the very first day we worked on this that I did the filler cord, and then I just haven't. But it'll be fine. Especially if I slow down and make nicer stitches. That will also be even better. It'll be fun. I'm going to have to go through and pick up and try to find all of the little motifs that I'm throwing overboard that I knock with them. I keep getting knocked overboard every time I turn this tool. Yeah, so I know it's not going to be on that necklace. No bones, no skulls, nothing, no bats, no creepy things. That was not the style. We'll do roses. Oh, okay. Keep my eyes out for some black. I think I've got like buttonhole tips, but I don't want to waste that on black Brandenburg rings. Oh, Phoenix, make sure they can see what you're doing. I'm going to use my pointer tool. I'm going to stitch over to this pink flower here, and I can start filling in a little bit more. I'll also know that I'm not going to lose this pink flower. So I just have it sitting around on the top of the project. I might accidentally knock it over. Alright. Oh, no, I know what that. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about a new Happy Gilmore movie, but I do have to say I did enjoy the first one. Adam Sandler kind of that bad humor makes me laugh sometimes. It's true. But I don't have any of those streaming services anymore, so I can't watch it anyway. What's the other thing that they're making a sequel to, or a is it? Are they doing a new Naked Gun, or is it Police Academy? There was another 80s movie that I was like, are you really bringing that back? And I think the answer really is yes, Phoenix. They really are doing that. Why? Well, because nothing is new, but there's other stories. Can we just get a new story? A new storyline, maybe? I'm just carefully holding down these two motifs so that I don't stab my finger, but also to make sure that they stay where I want them to. If I don't, they might just start flying around like silly gooses, and we're not stitching silly goose quilt blocks. Not today. But the yoke's all about it. Phoenix, you are just... How dare you? I was trying to think, maybe I'll also cut up another maroon dress because I've got those pants. I'm going to add a little bit of a waistband because the back could be used just a little something when I'm wearing them. But then I'll have a matching top. I keep really wanting to make unitards, but I guess I could put snaps. I like two pieces, but I don't like when I'm pooping that my belly gets cold. I am just full of Phoenix. This is not the stitch and bitch. That's not till tomorrow. But unless the universe conspires against me, the plan is tomorrow I will pin the link so that we can take 2 for a good Sunday show, and we'll try a call-in show. That is what my expectations are for tomorrow. And I need to show CIA Ted some boobs so they can let me back on the internet. That would be great. But hopefully, fingers crossed. Today's been good. No issues tomorrow. It really just makes me question that it's not on all networks. It's not every day. It's not when I'm doing my other day job stuff. The only times where where I can't connect to the internet is when I've planned a show. Now I need to think nicer thoughts, because that makes some very angry stitches there. I can't have that. Just stay where I said to be stuck. Alright, you stick in there. There. Let's take this off, see how we are, and I think I might be getting... to it. Felix has got a numb fanny and needs to stand up for a while. Oh, let's pop the hoop off. Let's see what we've got here. See how things are looking. There goes slip. Okay. You don't belong there. There's no yokes about it. This is definitely a yoke. So, I think we're almost I'm about a third of the way there. So I thought I was like 25% yesterday, so I did another like sliver of work. But I'm not really rushing. I'm trying to actually stitch nicely, and with that fabric, there's no I have to stitch gently, or it's gonna shred and tear and be a disaster. And I'm not here for that. But oh my god, thank you so much, everybody. I had a really great show. I hope everybody's had that things are going well. I know it seems like things are all over it's like high, low, all these things. So I'm just trying to like take everything in stride, not get too worked up one way or another. Let's hear Killer. A third is an interesting definition of almost done. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is not almost done. No. It's true. Because then there's the section that's like not even stitched down yet. Yeah. Art sewing has got different measurements of done. Like, we're almost done in like 30 more steps. But, you know, compared to the 900 that I've already completed, that's almost done. We're working there. We're getting our way through. Oh my gosh. You guys are I got the best workers and lurkers and chatters. I'm trying to run away so I can use the little circus room, and I can't. But all right, I'm gonna end the show. I need to stand up. I might do a little bit of stitching tomorrow. I think, well, I was hoping to be a little bit more done on the yoke, so I felt better about starting the skirt, the fabric portion of it, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Yeah, tomorrow I think we're gonna have a call-in show. We'll see what type of who shows up and how this happens, or if it'll just be me stitching bitching as usual. But don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. Do something fun. I'm not no longer bad. All right, I'm gonna end this show before I get all verklempt again. All right, you rascals. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, no pointing. We'll just do knife hands. Make sure to come back to the circus. It's a good time. All right. Have a great Just be amazing. If you're east of the Rockies, dial. If you're west of the Rockies, dial. Yes. All right. TTFN, everybody. All right, bye.